Hello and welcome to a special edition of World Business. In Azerbaijan, customs reform is moving into a new phase. A recently approved reliable partner concept is designed to change how trusted companies interact with the customs system, with faster procedures, simpler controls and clearer rules for those that meet the criteria. Well, the framework brings together several strands of reform, including authorised economic operators, customs, warehousing, representation and measures aimed at strengthening financial stability for compliant businesses. So what does all this actually mean in practice? Who qualifies? How does it work day to day? And what companies are trading or through Azerbaijan? And what should they expect next? Well, I'm delighted to say that joining me is Leyla Najafova Alizada, Senior Inspector at the State Customs Committee of the Republic of Azerbaijan. Leyla, a very warm welcome to World Business. Thank you for joining us. This reliable partner concept then, we've heard there's some of the elements to it. It's just been approved. In simple terms, what is it really trying to change?
The reliable partner concept was approved by the Order of President of Republic of Azerbaijan on 5 December 2025 with a view to improve the efficiency and transparency of state support mechanisms for entrepreneurship, as well as to ensure the sustainable economic development. The reliable partner concept aims to improve the management within the framework of customs and business cooperation, providing economic advantages to foreign trade entities, as well as simplify customs procedures, trade and customs procedures. I would like to emphasize that this concept provides the legal basis of the development of a reliable partnership concept in customs business cooperation, providing economic advantages to foreign trade entities and simplify customs procedures and customs operations in the trade and logistic chain.
And we've heard so much in recent months about the importance of connectivity, the role that Azerbaijan plays as a conduit between East and West. What are the main goals behind why this is being introduced now?
The main objective of the concept is to protect the interests of foreign trade entities, modernize customs services, increase their revenues, improvement the regulatory and legislatively framework, and especially implement the other comprehensive trade facilitation measures. So from the government's perspective, the concept serves to ensure a safe and simplified trade, the support state socio-economic policy, and especially establish an effective customs business dialogue, taking into account the interests of state and business especially, and improving the state support mechanisms. From the business perspective, the concept serves to provide and develop customs business dialogue, simplify forms of customs control, increase revenues, and especially improving state support mechanism for entrepreneurship and enable accurate business forecasting.
It sounds like an awful lot has happened already. Looking to the future then, what is going to happen next?
To ensure the effective implementation of the concept, an action plan was approved for 2026-2028, approximately for 3 years, which set out specific measures for the application a reliable partnership model in customs and business cooperation. The principal priority objectives identified in an action plan includes improving the regulatory framework, expanding the scope of measures to simplify formalities, especially establishing a self-assignment system for a reliable partner, and establishing time frames for customs payment installments.
And this term reliable partner, what does it really mean in sort of simple language?
A reliable partner is an economic operator that has earned trust in customs and business relations with complying regulatory requirements and taking advantage of opportunities provided by state. For economic operators, the provision of privileges and preferences enable a more useful release of goods and expedited the custom clearness by minimizing customs physical inspections and reducing unnecessary delays. For customs, the implementation of this concept enable a more efficient use resources and allow their redirection to in higher risk economic operators.
And other key components to this, Leila, one is this authorised economic operator, and the other are the simplified controls. Can you just talk us through how those elements will work day to day?
A key strategic objective of the concept is to improve the uptake process of authorized economic operator status with the goal of achieving their recognition internationally. In international practice, there are different types of authorized economic operators, such as importer, exporter, custom representative, as well as freight forwarder, as well as warehouse owner. As I previously emphasized, that this concept provides the application of a reliable partnership model. And this reliable partnership model shall provide the authorized economic operators with reduced physical customs inspections, custom controls, and enhance the flexibility and transparency in the mechanisms for simplifying customs formalities. And also it's planned to legislatively regulate the obtaining process of authorized economic operator status and as well as to conduct for foreign trade participants on international training based on international programs, which will be implemented in the framework of this concept. Also, it's planned to conduct negotiations on mutual recognitions on bilateral and international platforms, especially on mutual recognitions with foreign countries, and as well as the implementation of intergovernmental agreements with neighboring countries, especially with the mainly trading partners of the Republic of Azerbaijan.
You can certainly start to see how this is going to dramatically improve not just speed and the sort of efficacy of the systems, but also ensure that the rigour is also maintained. Just tell us more about this customs warehouse system and how it's going to work.
The strategic position of our country at important transport hubs, growing transit potential, and especially production volumes necessitate the improvement of warehouse system. The improvement of warehouse system will have a positive impact to the development of a reliable partnership with custom authorities. Along with the delivery, with the production process, the delivery of goods to consumers, and it's a key component of a trade and logistic chain, as well as storing goods during the delivery process in warehouses is the driving force behind the exemption the warehouse network. Within the framework of this concept, it's planned to implement the following measures, such as establishing and product category-based custom warehouse accounting system, and especially expanding the range of permitted warehouse operations.
And I know that there are also plans around customs representation, aren't there? Just tell us a bit about that.
In current situation, the institution of custom representation is limited to preparation of the customs declarations. But however, the international legislation provides the fairly broad opportunities to the implementation of customs operations. In international practice, people acting as custom representatives, in addition to submitting custom declarations, also provide such other services. For example, prepared other documents and information to the relevant custom clearance, for example, obtaining permits and licenses, goods accounting.
Now, Leila, financial stability has been mentioned. It's obviously a priority, and we can see why. What kind of support will the reliable partners get in order to ensure that that is optimised?
For the improving the financial stability of reliable partners in line with international standards within the framework of this concept, the concept provides the implementation of the following project. For example, the first project is a two-tier good release system, which is the priority project within the framework of this concept. The two-tier goods release system based on default payment mechanisms is that customs authorities ensure the release of goods by providing reliable partners with the opportunity to pay custom duties based on bank guarantee with a 10-30 period, from 10 a 30-day period, and during this period custom duties are not charged. The second project is implementation of a partial payment of custom duties. The partial payment of custom duties is a system which will allow to reliable partners to pay custom duties in installments after the release of goods. Based on the best practice, the partial payment of custom duties system will serve to improve the financial solvency of a reliable partner. And the third one is the application of the de minimis principle, which will be implemented in the framework of this concept to reduce the costs of a reliable partner during the foreign trade activities. The exemption from custom duties has been established for certain categories of goods and maximum value limits for import and export transaction.
That's very interesting indeed. So many headline measures that we've discussed, but I know there's an awful lot of hard work going on behind the scenes too, isn't there? Just give us a sense of the other things that are being done to really help this scheme become a tremendous success.
Also, with the other measures which implement within the framework of this concept, we also have the following project which simplify custom procedures. For example, the implementation immediately release system. The immediately release system for export and import operation carried out by reliable partners will expedite the delivery of goods to the destination and reduce time losses. This system aimed at accelerating the custom clearness of goods through the pre-submission of documents, especially automation proceed and the separation of documentary and actual control, and especially the introduction of simplification. The second is implementation of advanced notification system for international shipments. This system, the creation advanced notification system, will lead to the correct selection of the custom control forms and the prompt implementation of custom clearness, as well as create condition for eliminating time and especially financial losses for carriers. And the third one is development of the potential of participants in foreign economic activity, which include the creation of a self-assignment system of a reliable partner on the development model of customs and business sector to conduct their own analysis of their activities, identify shortcomings, and especially eliminate obstacles.
So Leila, finally, I just want to ask you, if you are an A-News viewer in Beijing, Budapest or Berlin, you're a business owner or a business leader and you're looking to do trade or increase your trade to, with or through Azerbaijan, what is this range of initiatives? What is it going to change? What is it going to, how is it going to be different for you in the future?
Yes, of course. Implementation of the mechanisms outlined within the framework in this concept will enable custom authorities to develop an action plan to build a reliable partnership, taking into account expectations, needs, and especially requirements of foreign trade entities. And full implementation of this concept will simplify custom procedures and especially create a favorable environment for foreign trade entities, as reliable partners, and opening up new opportunities for them. And given our country's location at key transport hubs, the effective implementation of this concept will improve our transit potential and especially to ensure the safe implementation of import, export, and transit operations.
Well, Leila, there's a huge amount of work that's clearly gone on and an awful lot more exciting opportunities to come for people that want to trade with Azerbaijan, through Azerbaijan. We thank you very much indeed for coming here and demystifying it for us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be watching closely as it moves from policy into practice. My thanks to Leyla Najafova Alizada for joining us today. And that is all we have time for on this edition of World Business Special. Please stay in touch with all the latest business news on anews.tv and of course across our social media channels. And join me next week for more World Business.